No, I will certainly fight with the universe. I have to make this episode happen. So, hi everyone. I am Therese from Vet Hopefully, and this is going to be the very first episode for my podcast. So, I wanted to thank you in advance for reaching this video and for clicking to this video podcast that I published in YouTube. I don't have any plans yet to publish this in any podcast network because your girl doesn't have any funding to do that. So YouTube is a great avenue for me and the best avenue for me to express my thoughts. So before we begin, I wanted to introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Cherise and I am a third year vet student, hence the name of this podcast, Vet Hopefully. And I apologize if you can hear a lot of background noises in this video because the campaign here in the Philippines is currently on the go, so it's still resuming, and you can hear a lot of background noises, and I apologize if you can hear my dog barking or the chickens cuckle-doodling outside in the background. So anyway, as you can see at the title of this podcast, this is about pre-adulting. And I am on the stage of my life where I am in this very, very awkward, daunting, excruciating moment of just being very patient with myself and being very clueless as to what the future may bring. And to be honest with you, this is my third time recording this podcast. The first time I recorded this podcast was a 14-minute long podcast. But it's like the universe is telling me not to post this podcast. I don't know why, but it ended up not getting the audio. And I lost a lot of that 14 minutes, and it's anyway, I have to do this all over again. And then the second time was we just had I think it's mom that came through the house, so I have to re-record all over again, and this is the third time, and hopefully this would be the last time that I'll record this very first episode, because I won't let anybody stop me from posting this episode. Although my serotonin rush a while ago actually just is already, faded, and just I don't know where it is right now, but I can't feel it anymore. But I'll still try to recollect my thoughts and tell you my experiences and what's been happening in my life and how's it going. And for those of you that are familiar with this channel, this has actually been changed a lot. The name of this channel has been modified multiple times, and this is actually a channel featuring videos of myself before, about my high school life, my senior high school life, different videos, lifestyle videos. Yes, it's been 2 years, I think 3 years, since I've posted my last video. So this is the first podcast that I will be publishing, and I hope that you are still listening in this part, and you'll stick with me right until the end of the podcast. So yeah, going back, pre-adulting, yeah, it's very difficult. It's the moment of uncertainty, and a lot has been happening to me lately that I really it came to a point in time that I feel like giving up to myself, to everything, because it's been hard, and it's been a very awkward moment for me, this transitioning that I've been experiencing. It's very hard, you guys, at least for me. I don't know how other people made it, but believe me, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to different stories from people. I've been watching YouTube videos and other success stories. But one thing I realized is they do not tell you what's in between. They do not tell you the process, or if they do, they show you the the time lapse version of it. They don't show you the uncomfortable areas of it. And that's where I am right now. And I won't say this quarter life crisis, but this is a transition crisis from a very idealistic, very optimistic teenage years and very audacious and ambitious one to a clueless pre-adult, young adult, and I don't even know what to do in my life anymore. I have this one vision before, and that is to become a veterinarian. But reality has been removing my blinders for the past few months, the past few years, and it dawned on me that life is more than just one mission, one goal. It's more than just that. It's an accumulation of a lot of things, and it's not something that you could grasp completely. It's not something that you could understand completely. And I guess that's life. And to be honest with you, I hate that. I hate not knowing things, or at least not having an idea of what to do. And for some reason, I became detached from people. I don't know if it's the pandemic or it's some certain circumstances that just challenged me in my life, but it has been a difficult thing for me to communicate freely with people. I know that a lot of people would say that there are a lot of achievements that I've reached already, but there's something that is still really not accomplished just yet. I have a lot of things to fix, or at least to improve on. And again, I am on this under construction phase. So I'm on this molting stage, if you were to compare it to a gecko molting, or like an invertebrate trying to come out from its skin or shell. So that's how I feel. It's this very uncomfortable thing, and I hope I'm not making you any uncomfortable in this portion, but I just wanted to really be raw and real to you guys. I'm going to be really honest. I am a huge people pleaser. Really, I know that. It's I know that I'm a people pleaser even before I can name it. Even before I know the term people pleaser. I really love to see what people feel on what I do, or what would how would they react on what I do. And it's something that I try to wean from, and it's because I lose sight of my true self because of that. So that's really one of the things that I have to fix. And yeah, and then with a couple of other things to fix on. So it's something that I really have to learn to solve. So this is not like an elementary problem where you do one problem and then solve it. It's a multifaceted thing, and it's very complicated, and it's something that I am really, really tired of doing anymore. I am really close to just giving up and to just let things be. And I have a lot to say when it comes to like different philosophies that help me, or I'm trying to get a hold of just to help me get this through. If you like me to talk about that in the next episode, I would love to. I'd love to hear from you guys. And also, well, as you can figure, I'm still clueless about all of this stuff. This is something that I would like to get a hold of and to at least just be in control with. And well, if you're listening in this podcast, I hope that you can help me. I hope that you can put your ideas in the comment section on how you manage things, and how do you keep yourself sane in this very trying times. And yeah, what else? I hope this podcast is doesn't really like be interrupted in another technical issues, so I hope I can really publish this. So yeah, well, if you were to ask me if I have a lot of if I have a people support, of course I have my friends by my side. I have them to listen to me, but it's really difficult when it comes to it feels like you're driving, you're at the back of the wheel, and of course you have your friends in the car seats, so you have them beside you, you have them at your back, but it always ends up you having to drive the car. So that's what it feels like. I feel so alone. I feel so I feel like the responsibilities are very heavy, and it's very daunting, and I would say stressful, you guys. And yeah, I have to still do a lot of things to just look after myself, to look after my dogs and my pets, and a lot of things, you guys. And yeah, I think that's it. That's what I think about this whole young adulting, pre-adulting type of thing. And this is the shenanigans and the whole really awkward experience. So let me know about your thoughts on this. How are you able to overcome this? In the comments, you can put it all. I love to really hear from you guys. I missed you, and it's been a difficult year for me. And I really love to reach out once again and to say a lot of things and my opinions from a lot of issues, not just in my veterinary journey. Okay, I hope you didn't hear the mango just fall off our roof. Anyway, so I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear your opinions. How are you? How's it going in your lives? And I'd love to see you in the next episode, and you can tell me what you would like to hear on the next one. And yeah, thank you very much for reaching the end of this podcast. And once again, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!